Let me tell you a story about a young man who grew up in a small town with big dreams. His name was Joshua, and from a very early age, he had a burning desire to make something of himself, to rise above the limitations of his humble beginnings and leave an indelible mark on the world. Joshua came from a hardworking family, but they didn't have much by way of wealth or privilege. His parents, while loving and supportive, had their own struggles to contend with, bills to pay, mouths to feed, and the constant grind of everyday life. It would have been easy for Joshua to succumb to the same fate, to accept his circumstances and settle for a life of quiet desperation. But Joshua was made of sterner stuff. He refused to be defined by the hand he'd been dealt, and instead, he set his sights on a future that burned bright with possibility. From the moment he could walk and talk, he was driven, ambitious, and utterly determined to forge his own path. As he grew older, Joshua's resolve only strengthened. He threw himself into his studies, pushing himself to excel academically despite the distractions and temptations that so often derail young people. He joined every extracurricular activity he could, honing his skills and expanding his horizons in ways that his peers could scarcely imagine. And when it came time to plan for his future, Joshua made a bold decision. He would leave the comfort and familiarity of his hometown behind and venture out into the world, determined to carve out a life for himself that was entirely his own. It was a daunting prospect, to be sure. The unknown can be a formidable adversary, and Joshua faced a barrage of naysayers who tried to convince him that he was biting off more than he could chew. But Joshua refused to be deterred. He knew in the depths of his soul that greatness lay on the other side of his fears, and he was willing to do whatever it took to unlock that potential. And so, with a combination of grit, determination, and an unwavering belief in himself, Joshua set out on his journey. He navigated the challenges and obstacles that arose with a steady hand and an unshakable resolve, learning from each setback and using it to fuel his forward momentum. Along the way, he discovered the power of self-discipline, the transformative nature of continual learning, and the invaluable guidance of mentors who had already walked the path before him. He embraced new experiences that stretched the boundaries of his comfort zone, and he learned to reframe adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation. And through it all, Joshua never lost sight of the bigger picture, the desire to make a meaningful impact on the world around him. He understood that true fulfillment came not just from personal achievement, but from the ability to contribute to something larger than himself. Today, Joshua is a shining example of what can be accomplished when we have the courage to challenge ourselves, to push past our comfort zones, and to relentlessly pursue our dreams. He has built a life of remarkable success and fulfillment, not just for himself, but for the countless individuals and communities he has touched along the way. And as I look at Joshua's story, I can't help but be reminded of the timeless wisdom that has guided so many of history's greatest achievers. The notion that the true secret to unlocking our potential lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in actively seeking them out. That the path to greatness is paved, not with the comfortable and the familiar, but with the daring. It's a message that I believe is more relevant today than ever before. In a world that seems to be moving at a breakneck pace, where the skills and knowledge that once served us well can become obsolete almost overnight, the ability to adapt, to grow, and to continually challenge ourselves has never been more crucial. And so, my friends, I invite you to join me on a journey of personal transformation, one that will test the limits of your abilities, push the boundaries of your comfort zone, and ultimately unlock the greatness that lies waiting within each and every one of you. At the heart of Joshua's remarkable journey lies a quality that is often overlooked in our modern, instant gratification-driven world, self-discipline. It was this unwavering commitment to personal excellence, this relentless drive to push himself beyond his perceived limitations, that allowed Joshua to overcome the countless obstacles and setbacks that stood in his path. You see, my friends, true success, the kind that transcends the fleeting triumphs of wealth, fame, or status is not something that simply falls into our laps. It is the product of hard work, of sacrifice, and of a steadfast determination to become the best version of ourselves. And make no mistake, the road to that kind of profound. Lasting success is not an easy one. There will be moments of doubt, of frustration, and of sheer exhaustion that threaten to derail us from our chosen path. The temptation to give in, to settle for something less than our full potential, can be overwhelming. But it is in those moments, my friends, that the true test of our character is revealed. It is in those moments that the strength of our self-discipline, our ability to push past the discomfort, to stay the course even when the going gets tough, becomes the difference between greatness and mediocrity. Joshua understood this fundamental truth better than most. From a young age, he cultivated an unshakable commitment to personal excellence, pushing himself to his limits in every facet of his life. He was relentless in his pursuit of knowledge, tireless in his efforts to develop new skills, and utterly unwavering in his determination to overcome any obstacle that stood in his way. And you know, it's not just Joshua who has tapped into the transformative power of self-discipline. Throughout history, we've seen countless examples of individuals who have achieved remarkable feats, not through luck or circumstance, but through sheer force of will. Think of the great explorers who braved uncharted territories, enduring untold hardships in the name of discovery, or the pioneering inventors and innovators who toiled for years, often in the face of skepticism and ridicule, to bring their revolutionary ideas to life. Even the greatest artists and musicians, whose masterpieces are the product of countless hours of dedicated practice and unwavering commitment. What do all these individuals have in common? A deep, abiding sense of self-discipline, a relentless drive to push the boundaries of what they thought possible, to overcome every obstacle and challenge that stood in their way. And my friends, this is the same quality that I believe can unlock the door to your own greatest achievements. Because when you cultivate that kind of unwavering determination, that unshakable commitment to personal growth and excellence, there is truly no limit to what you can accomplish. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but how do I develop that kind of self-discipline? Isn't it something that some people are just born with, while the rest of us are doomed to a life of mediocrity? Not at all, my friends. Self-discipline is not some innate mystical quality that only a lucky few possess. It is a skill, a muscle, if you will, that can be developed and strengthened through conscious effort and dedicated practice. And the good news is, you don't have to be perfect right out of the gate. In fact, the journey of self-discipline is one of continual growth and improvement. It's about learning from our mistakes, picking ourselves up after setbacks, and constantly refining our habits and behaviors to better align with our highest aspirations. Because make no mistake, the path to greatness is not a straight and easy one. There will be times when we stumble, when we falter, when the challenges before us seem utterly insurmountable. But it is in those moments, my friends, that the true test of our character is revealed. Will we give in to the temptation to quit, to settle for something less than our full potential? Or will we summon the courage and the self-discipline to push through, to learn from our failures, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before? The choice, my friends, is yours. And I can assure you, the rewards of choosing the path of self-discipline and perseverance are greater than you can possibly imagine. Because when you cultivate that unwavering commitment to personal excellence, when you refuse to be deterred by the obstacles and setbacks that life throws your way, you unlock a wellspring of potential that can transform not just your own life, but the lives of all those around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most daunting of challenges. And as you continue to push the boundaries of what you thought possible, you open the door to a world of opportunities. Opportunities to make a meaningful impact, to leave a lasting legacy, and to truly live a life of purpose and fulfillment. So I urge you, my friends, to embrace the journey of self-discipline and personal growth. to view every challenge, every setback as a chance to prove the strength of your character and the depth of your resolve. Because it is only by pushing ourselves to the limits of our abilities that we can unlock the true greatness that lies within. Now, as we delve deeper into the strategies for challenging ourselves and achieving our goals, I want to turn our attention to another key element of personal growth and transformance: the power of continuous learning. You see, my friends, the world we live in is changing at a breakneck pace. And the skills and knowledge that may have served us well yesterday can become woefully outdated in the blink of an eye. And if we want to not just survive, but thrive in this rapidly evolving landscape, we must be willing to embrace a lifelong commitment to learning and growth. Joshua understood this fundamental truth better than most. Throughout his journey, he was constantly seeking out new opportunities to expand his horizons, to challenge his assumptions, and to deepen his understanding of the world around him. Whether it was diving into the latest research in his field, exploring a new hobby or creative pursuit, or seeking out the guidance of experienced mentors, Joshua was always finding ways to push the boundaries of his knowledge and expertise. And you know, it's not just Joshua who has reaped the benefits of this unwavering dedication to continuous learning. Throughout history, we've seen countless examples of individuals who have achieved remarkable feats, not through sheer luck or natural talent, but through a relentless pursuit of knowledge and skill development. Take, for example, the legendary inventor Thomas Edison, whose legendary body of work was the product of a boundless curiosity and an insatiable thirst for learning. Or consider the groundbreaking work of Marie Curie, whose pioneering discoveries in the field of radioactivity were the result of years of painstaking research and experimentation. Even in the realm of the arts, we see the transformative power of continuous learning at play. The greatest writers, musicians, and painters of all time were not content to simply rest on their laurels, but rather they were constantly pushing the boundaries of their craft, exploring new techniques and expanding the very limits of what was possible. And my friends, the reason for this is simple. When we engage in the pursuit of knowledge and skill development, we are quite literally rewiring the neural pathways in our brains. We are creating new connections, unlocking new ways of thinking and problem solving, and equipping ourselves with the tools and capabilities we need to thrive in an ever-changing world. But it's not just about the practical applications of what we learn, my friends. The act of continuous learning itself, the process of challenging our minds, expanding our perspectives, and exploring new ideas and concepts has a profound impact on our personal growth and fulfillment. You see, when we approach learning with a curious and open mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of new possibilities. We challenge our assumptions. We gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and we unlock the keys to unlocking our full potential. And the best part is, the opportunities for continuous learning are all around us. If only we have the courage and the commitment to seek them out. Whether it's picking up a new book, enrolling in an online course, or simply engaging in thought-provoking conversations with others, the path to personal growth and transformation is one that is always within our reach. But of course, as with anything worth pursuing, the journey of continuous learning is not without its challenges. There will be times when the sheer volume of information can feel overwhelming, when the pace of change can be dizzying, and when the temptation to simply coast and maintain the status quo can be incredibly strong. And this, my friends, is where the power of self-discipline and perseverance that we discussed earlier comes into play. Because it is only by embracing the discomfort of the unknown, by pushing ourselves to the limits of our abilities, that we can truly unlock the transformative potential of continuous learning. So I encourage you, my friends, to make a lifelong commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and skill development, to approach every challenge, every setback as an opportunity to learn and grow. Because when you do, I can assure you that the rewards will be greater than you could ever imagine. You'll find that as you continue to expand your horizons, to challenge your preconceptions, and to dive deeper into the mysteries of the world around you. Your ability to tackle complex problems, to think creatively, and to adapt to changing circumstances will grow exponentially. And just as importantly, you'll discover a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment, a deep, abiding satisfaction that comes from the knowledge that you are constantly striving to become the best version of yourself, that you are leaving no stone unturned in your quest for personal growth and transformation. So let today be the day that you commit to this journey of continuous learning and self-improvement. Let it be the day that you decide once and for all that you will never again settle for anything less than the greatness that lies within you. Because, my friends, the future is ours to create. And it all starts with the decision to challenge ourselves, to push the boundaries of what we thought possible, and to embrace the transformative power of lifelong learning. Now, as we continue our exploration of the strategies for challenging ourselves and achieving our goals, I want to turn our attention to another critical element of personal growth and fulfillment: the importance of building strong relationships and contributing to something larger than ourselves. You see, my friends, while the journey of self-improvement and goal achievement is certainly a deeply personal one, it is not one that we are meant to undertake in isolation. We are, by our very nature, social creatures, wired to thrive, not just through our own individual efforts, but through the connections and collaborations we forge with those around us. And this is something that Joshua understood profoundly. Throughout his remarkable journey, he made it a point to surround himself with a network of supportive, like-minded individuals who shared his passion for growth and excellence. He sought out mentors and guides who had already walked the path before him, tapping into their wisdom and experience to help navigate the inevitable challenges and obstacles that arose. But Joshua didn't just build relationships for the sake of his own personal gain. He also recognized the profound importance of using his talents and resources to make a positive impact on the world around him. Whether it was volunteering his time and expertise to local community organizations, or leveraging his professional success to support philanthropic causes he cared about, Joshua was constantly looking for ways to contribute to something larger than himself. And you know, it's not just Joshua who has reaped the benefits of this dual focus on relationships and contribution. Throughout history, we've seen countless examples of individuals who have achieved remarkable levels of success and fulfillment, not just for themselves, but for the communities and causes they've championed. Take, for example, the legendary civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., whose tireless efforts to advance the cause of racial equality and social justice touched the lives of millions around the world. Or consider the visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk, whose work in fields like renewable energy and space exploration is not just about personal wealth and fame, but about creating a better future for all of humanity. Even in the realm of the arts and culture, we see the profound impact that can be made when individuals harness their talents and resources to uplift and inspire others. Think of the iconic painter Pablo Picasso, whose groundbreaking work not only challenged the boundaries of artistic expression, but also served as a powerful commentary on the human condition. You see, my friends, the truth is that we are all connected, bound together by a common humanity that transcends the boundaries of race, class, or creed. And when we recognize this fundamental truth, when we commit ourselves to building strong, supportive relationships and using our gifts to make a positive difference in the world, we unlock a level of fulfillment and purpose that simply cannot be achieved through individual pursuits alone. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, what good is all the wealth, status, and personal accomplishment in the world if we haven't used it to make the world a better place? If we haven't left a lasting legacy that extends far beyond our own lifetimes? And this is where the true power of challenging ourselves and achieving our goals comes into play. When we approach personal growth and development not just as a means to an end, but as a catalyst for creating positive change in the world, We unlock a wellspring of motivation and inspiration that can propel us to even greater heights. After all, what could be more fulfilling than knowing that the sacrifices you've made, the challenges you've overcome, are all in service of a greater good, that your personal achievements are not just about you, but about using your talents and resources to uplift and empower others. So I encourage you, my friends, to embrace this dual focus on relationships and contribution, to seek out mentors and guides who can help you navigate the path to success, but also to use your own skills